Overworked and understaffed. That's one of the findings from the inquest into the death of baby Winter Andrews. She lived for just 23 minutes after being born on September the 15th, 2019 at Queen's Medical Centre, part of Nottingham University Trust, NUH.
When your child dies, you lose everything that you were expecting. You lose all the memories that you were going to get.
A joint investigation by Channel 4 News and The Independent has found that dozens of babies, including Winter Andrews, have died or been left brain damaged after being born at the maternity units at the Trust. Now the Care Quality Commission, responsible for inspecting the units, has released this statement. We are currently in the process of making initial inquiries to establish whether there is reasonable suspicion that a criminal offence has been committed. Those inquiries are ongoing and we will report further as soon as we are able to do so. We understand that this is related to Winter Andrews, but also to other cases where the Trust has failed on duty of candour, that is, the legal requirement to be open and transparent when something has gone wrong. Our investigation has found evidence of poor care of both mothers and babies, of repeated failures to investigate deaths in the maternity units, of failures to refer to the coroner, and poor record keeping. The inquest into Winter's death found that she may have survived if multiple missed opportunities had been spotted.
I think there was numerous failings in our care from start to finish. We were left I was left in labour for 6 days, being told I was in latent labour when I wasn't. They failed to correctly monitor us. There was delays in our care.
On Channel 4 News last night, we spoke to Sarah and Jack Hawkins, whose baby Harriet was stillborn, and to the family of Cooper Needham, who died the morning after being sent home from the hospital.
What happened to Harriet Hawkins, you could almost change the name and rewrite a few little things, and that's exactly what happened to Winter. The similarities between the care they received and the care we received. Our concern going forwards is that in 3 or 4 years we're going to be Jack and Sarah Hawkins sitting here looking at a family saying what we're saying now.
NUH told us that these cases were historic, but we have now been shown a letter sent by 4 Nottinghamshire MPs to the then Health Secretary Matt Hancock, dated May the 14th, that says, "We are writing to you to request an urgent meeting to discuss our extremely serious concerns in relation to maternity services at Nottingham University Hospital's NHS Trust. Some of us recently met with some of the bereaved families who believe that their babies also died as a result of failures of care at NUH. It was deeply concerning to learn that to date the CQC had not contacted parents or sought to hear their experiences." And referring to the death of Harriet Hawkins, the letter points out that the family would now be out of time to bring a prosecution against NUH for failure to meet the duty of candour. They say, "We remain in a very worrying situation where previous interventions and actions from various agencies has not improved maternity services at NUH. If anything, they have got worse." Mr. Hancock did not respond.
I've already written to Sajid Javid saying, not only obviously to say we wrote to Matt Hancock now 6 weeks ago and haven't had any response, but obviously particularly in the light of your report yesterday to say, you know, we urgently need to meet you to discuss this, and what are you going to do to ensure that parents and babies in Nottingham are safe.
The CQC said today that it was reviewing the information that the Hawkins family has shared as part of the ongoing monitoring of the Trust's compliance with the duty of candour, and they said they are committed to supporting improvements in maternity care. But today the chair of the Health Select Committee, Jeremy Hunt, backed the family's calls for an independent inquiry into the issues at NUH. NUH reiterated their apology to the families and said,
"We are working closely with the CQC and our health partners, and our teams are doing everything possible to make rapid improvements to maternity care and to learn the lessons from past failures."
Nottingham is just one of many trusts where serious failings have led to deaths and harm of both mothers and babies, and have left families with questions unanswered. But more importantly, it has left them completely bereft at the loss of their babies, who they believe could have survived.
Victoria MacDonald reporting. And if you've been affected by any issues in that report, you can find help by going onto the Channel 4 website. Go to channel4.com/support.